Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wanderer. Today we're going to go through Wave 5 of the Gateway Experience. A deepening of our journey beyond the physical into intuition, manifestation, and the very edge of conscious creation. This session refined the state of Focus 12. What I mean by that is I started to feel more stable. During Focus 12, I was much more sensitive to subtleties. In this deep state, I almost felt like I could touch the edges of a broader consciousness. It's not about thinking anymore, it's about clearing your mind and listening. Discovering Intuition was a really fun track. This track opens the door to inner knowing. Not just logic, not just guessing, but a deeper knowing from a place of silence. During the meditation, you're asked to kind of present questions, and then you kind of receive like these sensations. It's not like an answer that like they're talking, like you're getting voices in your head or anything like that, but more like sensations, assurance, clarity. It reminds me that intuition is kind of like the natural language of the soul, the one we forget we know. So building from the last exercise, Discovering Intuition, this exercise made everything more vivid. Everything started to get a little bit more intense, a little bit more familiar with my own intuition. I even ran into a point where it almost felt like I was being spoken to, or there was a message, but it wasn't words. It was more of just a feeling or energy, like a sensation. My body had that feeling, and it was very interesting. One insight did stand out to me. You're not looking for answers outside, you're remembering them. That line gave me chills. I had that rattling around in my head for days after. Intro to Focus 15 was unlike anything else that I've done before. The no time state changed everything. Time became a suggestion, not like a physical thing that actually is real. I felt like I could go through the past or the future with just a thought. I've done this track multiple times now since completing Wave 5. This for sure was one of the most powerful tracks for me. I had this one experience where I was going through the meditation like normal. And then as soon as I reached Focus 15, I had this like sensation, like this wormhole sensation. I can only describe it as like I was being sucked out of my body almost, I guess you could say. I didn't have the feeling where you can look at your body laying in the bed like an out-of-body experience, but it more was like just like a physical sensation of being like sucked out of my body. And then once I hit Focus 15, boom, everything just went still. And then I was sucked right back into my body instantly after. So I did try it, like I said, multiple times. And I only was able to reach that or have that experience one time so far. Mission, creation, manifestation. This track, it calls you to create. So you're not just visualizing anymore or feeling, you're actually creating. You're on a mission. You're on a mission to manifest. There's a question posted, it's like, what is your mission? So I sat with that feeling for a while and kind of reflected on that during the meditation. As I envisioned my mission, I was also reminded that manifestation creation begins in silence, intention, and belief. Wave 5 has opened doors that I guess you can say I didn't even know existed. Intuition, beyond time, and the power to create. So far, each wave has brought in more clarity than the last one. It's not just about exploring consciousness, I don't think. It's about figuring out how to be the architect of it. If this resonates with you, consider joining me as we move on to Wave 6. And if you've experienced anything in your meditations, please share them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. And that might just help someone else find the video and start their journey as well. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you on Wave 6.